So guys, a former IG of police, a diehard supporter of Buhari, who is also in the APC, has dumped Tinubu. He has defected from the APC. His supporters were seen burning the brooms of APC. Now, it is becoming clearer to many people in the APC that APC is out to destroy Nigeria. Now, see how this headline captured it. It says supporters of former IG of police, Adamu, observed burning their brooms after Adamu decamped from APC on account of irregularities that marred his chances at the primaries. Now, talking about failure in the APC, it is not just this one. A video has also emerged where terrorists were seen beating elderly women. I mean, elderly women. Guys, you need to listen for yourself what these terrorists were telling these women as they were being flogged. Now, this headline says kidnappers called the son of a woman who was kidnapped last week on video call to negotiate ransom, demanding for 100 billion naira. She said, she even said, "I know well, I'm tired." The woman was heard saying she's sick in the den of the terrorists, and guess what? She was being beaten badly, guys. This country is sinking. Now, have you forgotten this video where terrorists in Borno State kidnapped numerous people? They were demanding for billions of naira from the government. The government has not responded to their call. And guess what? These people are still in captivity. Recently, there was a news that some of these captives attempted to flee. They were recaptured by Boko Haram, and guess what? Their heads were taken off. Those that attempted to run away from captivity, they were recaptured and beheaded. Guys, this is the country we have found ourselves. I'm just going to allow you to take a look at these videos. Let me know your honest reaction in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Now take a look.
Bang bang, serious wahala dey for APC for North, especially APC. They are not really finding it funny in the North. See people they bomb Broom, they don't dump APC like this now. And guess whose supporters these people are? The ex-Inspector General of Police, Mustafa, sorry. Now in supporters with this. Guess why they are burning their brooms? Because they are gathered the camp. Go another party, go other than NDC. I don't know where I go, but you know the ADC again. I know the APC again. It's good now that party members are now seeing why it is not good to do electoral malpractice. It is good now that people are seeing the need to want to allow everybody's faith to be decided by the will of the people through the ballots. Serious wahala dey for APC.
Something crazy just happened between the Nigerian government and World Bank. By the time you put the story together, you know, the easy to hear at all, but I will tell you. In 2020, World Bank agreed to borrow Nigeria $750 million to fix electricity problem. Then in 2023, 3 years later, they agreed to add another $750 million for the same problem. That is a total of $1.5 billion, which is over 2 trillion naira to fix Nigerian electricity problem. But before we go further, make I explain to you how the World Bank loan they work. When World Bank agreed to borrow you money, they don't give you all the money at once. They release them small based on the progress where they see. And in this Nigerian case, now the same thing of them saying, show us progress and we go give you the remaining part of the money where we agreed to give you. And mind you, Nigeria don't collect over $800 million from that money already. But as World Bank stopped to the see progress. Today, report just come as I said the remaining $717 million, which is equivalent to almost 1 trillion naira will remain. They don't cancel them to give them to the Nigerian government. You know, go ever reach the Nigerian government's hand again. That's after 6 years of the Nigerian government collecting over 1 trillion naira for light problem. And we don't see any improvements in our electricity. But according to the reports, they say a mutual agreement. Meaning say no be World Bank just decide to cancel the loan. Say the Nigerian government sit down with World Bank to agree, say, since no progress for now, keep the money. Me, I don't know if that one are
I know, I'm not picking. When they talk to. Yes. Shut up, you cannot know this. Shut, I'm hearing. I don't know how now I can.
Mama, are you seeing? Are you know him?
He said he'll call you back. He said make him go.
Hello.
How many people did there? Okay. How many people did? How many people did there? 4. 5. How many guns? 2 guns. 2 guns. Oh yeah. So get the. I can't go hand, okay. Oh yeah. Go and get it. Where's the gun? Tell me fast. Where you come now? Where the gun there? Don't worry. Come on, show us now. Come on, show us. Oh yeah, Oga, this way. 1 AK, come here. Don't fire! Don't fire! Don't fire! Wait. No gun. No gun. Yeah. Criminal. Let them pass. You try. Since they pass for you. Okay. Our man there will see couple. Okay. You go ask those vigilante. You go ask those people then kidnap. Is it then shoot and kill one man with the establish here?
Now, like this man.
Okay, maybe. Madam kill him. No? Sir, Nadem shoot him. Madam kidnapper shoot him. Okay. They carry the money. Wait. Why should I get called the person? Oh, fuck. Okay. Sure, I'm going to say the No, it's let's go. It's a mod car. Madam kill this man where they run. They shot him.
Are you a wounded soldier?
Sir, I am not a wounded soldier, but I'm a dismissed soldier while fighting in the with Boko Haram insurgency in the northeast, at Baga to be precise.
Why were you dismissed? Did you do something wrong?
I never did anything wrong. Just that after an attack that claimed 117 of my bodies, then our brigade commander came to address us, at those of us that survived. We were at our concentration area at Gubio when he came to address us. After his address, he now asked if there is any question. I raised my hand, same thing did some other soldiers. He now asked me to come out. As I come out, expecting to ask the question, I was disarmed and taken to Memelare cantonment, where I was lectured and handcuffed. After 10 days, my commanding officer came and asked me that I'm charged for disobedience to particular order. And I asked, sir, you were there when the commander asked if there is any question, and I raised my hand, and not only me, but I was singled out and taken to Memelare. He said that his hands are tied, that there is nothing he can do. I have been writing for years now. My family, my children are out of school. As I am, I don't have home. It's just anywhere I see I sport so as to make a living. As a soldier, I know I dedicated myself right from my as a youth, right from the age of 18 years. That is when I joined this job. Since 2003, I fought. I have participated in different operations. I participate in hybrid operation in Darfur region. I participate on Operation Pulo Shield. I participate in different internal operations.
I don't understand things about military, but when somebody is dismissed in this manner, is there no somewhere you can go to for like an appeal? Is there no place you can go to report?
Absolutely. There are places you go for to appeal, but unfortunately, we appealed, but nobody answered. There has never been any response. Personally, I have written to the appropriate authority. We'll call them either is ASA, appropriate superior authority. I have written on several occasions, but no response to date. I'm ashamed even to go down to my hometown, because knowing that I dedicated myself right from youth out of 18 years, and
you joined the army at 18.
I joined the army at the age of 18.
And then you were just dismissed in this manner.
Yes, and I was just dismissed. At times I asked myself, most of the times, if I tell you that I'm not, that at times I sit like this, I will be as if something is happening to me. At times I will feel as if I want to grow my...
Who sold Nigeria? How did a person like Pantani end up being in charge of our national data? How? Somebody who is a self-confessed terrorist became our Minister for Technology in charge of our national database. How? How? Who sold Nigeria? And me and you, we kept quiet. And then, when Buhari was done, he sold Nigeria as well. He sold it to Tinubu. This is very simple. Look all around you. Every law was compromised to make Tinubu the president of Nigeria. His pedigree didn't matter to the president. His educational background did not matter. He had to be the president. The sovereignty of this country was sold to make Tinubu the president of Nigeria. Laws be damned. Morality be damned. And it's not just the judiciary who sold Nigeria to Tinubu. Where are the elders of this country? Where are they? Where are they? The political class, or should I say crass, where are they? Where are they? Who is speaking? A government is awarding, a president is awarding a contract with a no-bid contract at an unheard of price, at an outrageous sum, outrageous in the extreme, 2 point something. I can't even wrap my brains around the figures any longer. But nobody's talking. Nobody's talking. Nigeria has become Tinubu's property to do it as it pleases. What has Obasanjo said about it? Please, what have you heard from Abdulsalam Abubakar? Which one of your pastors that talked about the coastal road? How much have they collected out of it? Why are they all quiet? Nigeria is the way it is. Something that outrageous has happened and everybody who once spoke have kept quiet. Quiet. It's not even about us imagining things. It is about us being told. We're told routinely. In a country that has over 20 million children out of school. In a country where people cannot go to their farm. In a country that cannot even secure its own border, where somebody was Achi, I think that, Venerable Achi was kidnapped with his wife and daughter. Ransom was paid, but they killed this man in front of his wife and daughter, who must have been serially raped by now by these monsters. That country had hundreds of children in terrorist custody. The same terrorists who were phoned to release children, the same terrorists Bayo Ononuga told us They have their numbers. They can talk to them. Who couldn't be spoken to? How absurd do you get? Hundreds of children in their custody, but this country has enough firepower to go and stop a coup. No problem. On whose authority? We have decades of non-alignment in our foreign policy, but overnight, Tinubu, a president lacking in legitimacy or popular mandate, he had been thwarted in his attempt at attacking Niger, thanks to David Udeyin and whoever leaked that memo. This man, within hours of a coup, could mobilize our Air Force and our special forces into Benin Republic. Before the dust of that one is even clear, under very opaque circumstances, our Air Force jet is grounded in Bobo Dioulasso or wherever in Burkina Faso, with our airmen detained. And they are still busy lying. Who sold Nigeria to Tinubu? That none of you can even talk. Nobody is asking questions. And before the dust is even settled, they are talking about our fathers fought against the sale of Nigerian sovereignty to Britain, who was our colonial master. The original owner of Nigeria, who actually paid a price, purchased it. Our fathers fought and ensured that these people could not, under any stretch of the imagination, bring that defense pact to function. But this generation is sitting down. A president forced on the country is selling our sovereignty brazenly. Our tax records, supposedly anonymized, would be shared with another country. Does this make any sense? Who sold this country? Who sold it? Who sold this country? How much was it sold for? Can we redeem it? Is it possible to redeem it? I don't understand exactly where we are, to the point where we do not seem to understand that these unilateral and opaque decisions that explains nothing to anybody, not even a pretense at carrying along the rubber stamp legislative hand. Does it make any sense that we, who are the victims, sit on the fringe whilst decisions are taken, impacting our interest and the interest of our children, the future of everybody, and we just keep quiet? Let me tell you when you become complicit. When citizens refuse to be informed, even if you are victims, to be freed, you must be informed. When information is weaponized against you, when poverty is weaponized against you, but you voluntarily refuse to be informed, you sold Nigeria. When you refuse to participate in the political process, flawed as it is, you failed Nigeria. You sold it. When you fail to demand accountability and transparency, when you find reasons to be silent in the face of evil, it is time now, Mowani is our own, you failed Nigeria, you sold it. When you refuse to challenge impunity, you sold Nigeria. When you fail to confront, you sold Nigeria. When you laugh and applaud evil because it's happening to somebody you happen not to like, you sold Nigeria. So the persons who sold Nigeria are many and they are varied.
I just told you here that the Nigerian government is complicit in this insecurity. The way they are treating these terrorists and the way they are talking with them shows that yes, they are partners in business. This latest order, how far can it go? The previous order, what effort, what did it bring to us? I can bet my last couple that the people doing all this is in Niger State are the same people that kidnapped those Catholic students and later released them. They are the same group of people within that vicinity, that Niger State. They are the same people operating. So if you do not take them down the first time, you do not take them down the second time, you do not even take them down the third time. Is it this one now that you are going to, what are you going to do now that you have not done before? Well, you have brought the other previous one, what did you do? That's the question. These are just for the optics. It's not as if anybody is going to do anything. The bandits and terrorists are acting with impunity because they know that yes, they have support somewhere. That's why they are not bothered. It is unfortunate that a region that is lacking behind in education is suffering this type of menace, and they are treating it with kid glove. If you want to open school in areas that are not under attack, of what use is it? Are they not supposed to be following a syllabus? So the syllabus will be running in another part of the state, while in the other one they are at home. Let them stop this thing for God's sake. It is stoppable. This insecurity, it is stoppable for God's sake. If they can bring sincerity of purpose, I don't see how terrorists can defeat the whole Nigeria. But because of insecurity, the very people who claim that they are fighting insecurity are the ones helping the terrorists, are the ones in bed with them, are the ones collaborating with them. They are the ones, giving them all the privileges that they want. So how can you say you are fighting insecurity? When you are giving them money for every kidnap, why wouldn't they continue to fester? In Niger State alone, between last week and now, is over 3, adoptions, 3, and then killings. So how can you tell me that people are serious over this matter? They have reduced Nigeria to nothing. In fact, Nigeria is worthless from the look of things, where terrorists are now dictating to government what they want and what they do not want. And government officials are pampering them, engaging them in phone calls, discussing with them and all that. It's so sad, seriously. I never thought that this would get this bad under APC. Government is not telling us the truth about this matter. Whenever they want to appease the public, they will issue a statement that they kill 200 of them. Meanwhile, we cannot say anybody. Nobody backs. They just say it. So on what ground will I now believe them? Is it not on record that the ones they managed to overpower, the one that as security agents managed to overpower, within weeks they are rehabilitated back into the military, into civilian lives and all that. They are being pampered, they sew uniforms to them and all that. Is that not on record? Or is that one too propaganda? So when you keep treating them like that, on what ground will I now support you that yes, you want to actually exterminate them? Is that not why more and more are coming into Nigeria? One terrorist group after another, they just walk into Nigeria and they open shop, establish their business and start operating. How many of them are operating here now? That is, let me just be generous with the number. At least seven terrorist organizations operating on Nigerian soil now. What does that tell you? How did they come in here? Is it not government and their policy that open our border and say they should come in with $200? They will give them visa. So what exactly? What other evidence are you looking for to tell you that government is complicit in this matter? The way they are treating these people is more than enough to tell you that yes, they are working with them. So I'm not amused. I don't believe in what they are telling me. Until they do the needful, you and I will see, we'll know that yeah, government is serious here. Donald Trump that came in, didn't you see? That is a man that is serious about something. He didn't waste time. He took action. Under 1 month of discussion, the man bombarded everywhere. And you are telling me that government is there. Let them come and meet me and tell me that story. Sheikh Gumi, who have been hobnobbing with the terrorists and all that, telling us, in fact, threatening the whole country. They banned him from coming into Saudi Arabia, but in Nigeria, the man is gallivanting all over the place, making statements. Nobody have arrested them. Nobody have said anything. Please, my dear, leave that thing. They know what they are doing. They know what they are. When they are serious, you and I will see it. The metaphor for this insecurity is Plateau and Benue, where foreign terrorists entered Nigeria. Took parts of Benue and Plateau, sacked the villagers, and sent them into IDP camp, and they are occupying those villages. They renamed it, and they are living in people's home, ancestral home, as I talk to you now. Is that one false? Is it true or false? Tell me. Is it true or false? These are the people you swore to protect when you are taking your oath of office. Foreign terrorists, they came in here, took part of Nigeria and established their presence there. And you, the government, you don't even bother. You are not even, they have been there. It's getting to 10 years now. These people have been there. In another person's house. What kind of arrogance and impunity is that? And you call yourself a government, Abi? So you want to tell me that government is not aware? The Michael Arnold, that American man that came here, he said he saw over 600,000 people in those IDP camps. Nigerian citizens. This is Benue that's supposed to be the food basket of Nigeria. Then the real farmers are in IDP camp. How do they farm? And then foreign terrorists, because these people are not from Nigeria. If they are from Nigeria, they will not take over another person's home when their own house is there. That action alone will tell you that they are not from here. And you are telling me that government is what? Government is doing what? So they have not seen those people, Abi. They have not heard, Abi. What are those Benue people doing in IDP camp? Is that their home? Tell me, is that their home, IDP camp, in your own country?
Oh, guys, you can see what is currently happening in Nigeria. Everywhere is panicking. The government is not even helping. Nigerians don't have hope, as in, you don't even know what tomorrow is going to be like. Now, I watched a man on Twitter who said every day he wakes up. This man here said, every day I wake up, first thing I do is to check my phone to make sure there's no bad news from my family. If my mother has been kidnapped or maybe my sibling or nephew, the country has gone into ruins under this current president. Tinubu has to resign because every single day lives get lost in Nigeria. We shouldn't wait for election. He needs to resign so he can, so he has no clue anymore. Nigerian man living abroad laments, guys. This guy said every day he wakes up to check his phone to make sure his family is safe. Guys, you can imagine how the situation in Nigeria is traumatizing people back home. I mean, people back home. Also, the candidate for the SDP party has told Tinubu, kill terrorists or resign from office. SDP presidential candidate Adeboye blast Tinubu after Oyo visits. Guys, he visited Oyo State and he told Tinubu, Resign if you don't want to kill terrorists, guys. One might be wondering, why is Tinubu pampering these terrorists, guys? That's still what many Nigerians do not understand, why the Tinubu's government is busy pampering terrorists. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification for more. Thank you.